Therapy fails empaths. Empaths don't fail therapy, therapy fails empaths. Why traditional mental health systems wound the very people they are meant to heal. Introduction: the myth of the difficult empath. In mainstream mental health, the empath is often labeled as too emotional, too sensitive, too complicated, non-responsive, treatment-resistant, or borderline adjacent. But we now know through our reset model philosophy, the empath is not resistant. The environment is incompatible. The system is failing them, not the other way around. Empaths do not collapse in therapy because they are weak. They collapse because therapy recreates the exact relational trauma they come to heal. Part 1: The Reset Model Truth. The empath does not begin dysregulated. They become dysregulated through relational failure. Our reset model identifies the empath's core wound. The empath once led with warmth, kindness, openness, and emotional generosity, but the environment did not respond positively to it. Childhood responses to their warmth were ignored, misattuned, rejected, ridiculed, exploited, overwhelmed, punished. So they learned, my warmth is unsafe. My tenderness is unprotected. My needs are too much. My emotions scare people. And thus the empath adapts. They turn distant, they turn cold, they turn harsh, they turn hyper-rational, they turn self-suppressing, they turn emotionally numb, they turn inward. They start to provide practical solutions and safety by fixing and proving, instead of providing themselves and their environment the so much needed emotional safety. Not because they are built that way, but because it is a trauma reaction to the mother and father field failing to meet them. Part 2: The therapy system unintentionally recreates this original wound. Most therapy environments are emotionally distant, rationally dominant, detached, non-relational, time-limited, protocol-driven, overwhelmed, neutral to the point of emotional absence, focused on thoughts rather than connection. This exactly mirrors the empath's childhood experience. It is the same mother field void, emotionally unavailable, unresponsive, unnurturing, unable to mirror the child's inner world. And the same father field distortion, strict, rigid, rule-bound, unyielding, emotionally guarded. Instead of healing the wound, therapy unknowingly and unintendedly amplifies it. Part 3: Why empaths shut down in traditional therapy. An empath enters therapy with a nervous system trained to detect emotional presence, attunement, warmth, authenticity, relational safety, energetic congruence. When they sense a therapist's overwhelm, emotional absence, intellectual distance, internal disconnection, forced neutrality, lack of resonance, cognitive overconnection but emotional underconnection, their body says, this is the same wound as childhood. I'm not safe here. So they withdraw, fawn, stop sharing, dissociate, over-rationalize, numb out, freeze, self-blame, collapse into despair, feel unseen, feel like a burden, feel like a failure. But the problem is not in the empath. It is in the environment. Part 4: Systemic healers become systemic bleeders for the empath. Here is the central reset model insight. When therapy mirrors the original mother field and father field failure, systemic healers unintentionally become systemic bleeders. Instead of offering warmth, attunement, presence, emotional safety, relational connection, they offer distance, coldness, neutrality, rationality, overwhelm, disconnection. This replicates the empath's primal trauma experience. Healing cannot occur because the environment confirms the wound, reinforces the wound, amplifies the wound. What the empath needed most, responsiveness, is replaced by what they fear most, absence. Thus therapy becomes counterproductive, harmful, re-traumatizing, dysregulating, identity erasing. Part 5: Why the empath is not too sensitive, the system is too shallow. What traditional therapy misunderstands is, empaths are not fragile, they are accurate barometers of relational truth. When therapy fails an empath, it reveals a misattuned system. Emotionally unprepared clinicians. Rigid frameworks. Attachment-blind protocols. A traumatized father field controlling the healing space. A neglected mother field that should provide emotional safety. The empath does not fail therapy. The empath exposes its limitations. They become the diagnostic instrument the system tries to silence. Part 6. The empath needs what the system is not trained to provide. Empaths require emotional attunement, relational depth, warmth, responsiveness, co-regulation, clear boundaries, felt safety, identity separation, trauma-informed pacing. The IPS, inner peace state field. But traditional training programs teach therapists neutrality, detachment, minimal self-disclosure, focus on cognition, emotional distance, time-bounded intervention, theoretical purity over relational truth. This makes the empath collapse. The empath does not resist healing. The empath resists environments that feel like emotional abandonment. Part 7. The reset model, the first system that understands the empath. Our reset model solves the core wound by acknowledging the empath's origin, reconstructing the mother and father field internally, replacing misattunement with connection, teaching the empath how to differentiate self versus other, rebuilding boundaries, restoring warmth, reactivating the inner peace state, reintegrating identity from trauma structures, rewiring nervous system responses. Reset does not recreate the wound. Reset creates the opposite environment: warm, attuned, responsive, boundaried, relational, regulating, identity affirming, trauma literate, non-hierarchical. Reset philosophy is system compatible with the empath. Traditional therapy is not. Conclusion: the empath is not the broken one. The system is. Empaths don't fail therapy. Empaths reveal therapy's emotional emptiness. Empaths don't collapse because they're weak. They collapse because therapy mirrors their earliest abandonment and rejection. Empaths don't resist healing. They resist environments that feel like danger and emotional unsafe. Empaths don't shut down because they're disordered. They shut down because the system repeats the exact wound they came to heal. Thus our reset philosophy ends the collective illusion: empaths do not fail therapy, therapy fails empaths. Because therapy recreates the wound, while reset resolves it. Time for system reset.